So Scott, first of all, I think it's fantastic you're willing to do this for us, and we're very pleased to have you talk. And I guess the main thing we really want to talk about is what has your experience been with Osher and Zoom? How have you, and how did you find us and all those wonderful things?
How I found you, I have to say, I think is just lucky. I have regretted that when I was a Dartmouth student, I didn't take an English course from Professor Heffernan, who was one of your faculty members. And I was looking around online for something he'd written. And I think it led me to the Dartmouth Osher program. I didn't know that Dartmouth had an Osher program. And once I couldn't believe the riches that were on offer. I've been seeking to replicate my experience as a Dartmouth student sitting around a seminar table in Baker Library. One of the courses I took as an undergraduate, one of the best courses I took was Classics of the Renaissance. I've regretted over the years that I didn't do all the reading. And in fact, I've touched base with the teacher of that course, Dane Trafton, who left Dartmouth in 1974 or so, to ask him a few questions about books I overlooked at the time.
Do you recommend this for any of your students, your friends, your colleagues? What have you done about that?
I have sought to bring it to the attention of one or two of my Dartmouth classmate friends who are, like me, perennial students. And I wasn't clear on whether the program wanted publicity in getting the word out. Now that I know that you do, I really am happy to lend a hand and would like to get the good news out that these terrific courses, which seem to me like the biggest bargain in the education world, are available to the general public upon request.
What has been the best part and the worst part about taking classes on Zoom?
I can't think of a bad part about taking classes on Zoom. I find it an incredibly congenial format to replicate the in-person seminar experience. And I haven't had a bad one. So it's hard for me to think of an answer about a bad part of the Zoom experience. In my case, especially with the Dartmouth Osher program, I'm speaking to you from an undisclosed location in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I wouldn't even be able to take the course if it weren't for Zoom. So I find it not only a congenial format, but one that is affording me an opportunity that I wouldn't have absent the format.
So you, in essence, took Osher with you from Dartmouth.
Well, I'm seeking to relive those great days, but also to do all the reading, which I didn't necessarily have time to do as a student, balancing 3 or 4 courses at a time with a heavy reading load.
Have you found that you've watched the classes after the classes, or you just don't have time on Tuesday to attend the class? Do you do it on your own? And have you been able to do that? Do you like that?
Well, I'm glad that the recording is there, but I am retired, mostly retired, working at home every morning. And I scheduled the courses so that they were a priority for me at the scheduled times. And I haven't missed a class. I've done all the reading and haven't felt necessary to go back and watch the videos, although I am glad to be able to have the opportunity to share them with friends or family.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your experience?
I would just like to add that I found that the cost of taking these courses seemed to me to represent really the 2 courses I took this fall were outstanding courses by world-class scholars, Jonathan Crew and James Heffernan. And they are the biggest bargain I have ever found in the field of education. I am grateful they are there. The Osher program is a tremendous bargain. If you find something that you're interested in, I think you can probably trust that the teachers have the expertise, and it's clearly a labor of love. So the thing I would like to add is that the cost of taking these classes is negligible, and I found it to be an incredible bargain. Although that's not what I was looking for. I was just looking for the classes.
You'd like to take Osher with you, right?
Absolutely. I would like you to keep going and keep bringing us the good stuff.